Good morning, viewer. Welcome to our FTV English version. Viewers, location matters. Former real estate mogul US President Donald Trump said moments later be announced Alaska, a place sold by Russia to the United States 158 years ago for $7.2 million. Would viewer, Russian President Vladimir Putin tries to sell his land deal of the century, getting Kyiv to hand over chunks of lands he has not yet been able to occupy. The conditions around Friday's summit to widely favor Moscow. It is obvious why Putin leapt at the chance after months of fake negotiation, and it is rare to see how a deal emerges from the bilateral that does not eviscerate Ukraine. Kyiv and its European allies have reacted with understandable horror at the early ideas of Trump's envoy Steve Witkoff that Ukraine shared the reminders of the Donetsk and Luhansk region in exchange for a ceasefire. Naturally, the Kremlin head has promoted the idea of taking ground without a fight and found a willing recipient in the form of Witkoff, who has in the past exhibited a relaxed grasp of Ukrainian sovereignty and the complexity of asking country. In the fourth year of its invasion, to simply walk out of towns, it's lost thousands of men defending. It is worth pausing and reflecting on what Witkoff's proposal would look like. Russia is close to encircling two key Donetsk towns, Pokrovsk and Kostania Vika, and may effectively put Ukrainian troops defending these two halves under siege in the coming weeks. Ceding these two towns might be something Kyiv does anyway to conserve manpower in the months ahead. The rest of Donetsk, principally the towns of Kramatorsk and Slomaneks, is a much nastier prospect. Thousands of civilians live there now, and Moscow would delight at scenes where the towns evacuate and Russian troops walk in without a shot fired. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's rejections of ceding land early Saturday reflects the real dilemma of a commander-in-chief trying to manage the anger of his military and the deep-seated distrust of the Ukrainian people towards their neighbor, who continues to bombard their cities nightly. What could Ukraine get back in the sweeping term referred to? Perhaps the tiny silvers of border areas occupied by Russia is Sumy and Kharkiv regions, part of Putin's purported buffer zone, but not much else realistically. Behind this exclusive report, FTV English, Delhi, Bharat.